Alright, what's up guys? Tony here from Tony's Toolbox, and I got a comment on one of my recent videos that was asking me to do an update on my homemade socket rails. I guess I kind of forgot to do that, and I'm out here dicking around anyway. I'm supposed to be fixing this little guy today, but I'm pretty lazy. I had my sub pump go out this morning, and it was pouring. It's sunny now, but everything's still soaked. I don't know if you guys can see any of it. But was gonna fix this for tomorrow, but I spent a couple hours doing all that. Everything cracked loose, and I'm gonna use parts off this shop motor back here to fix it up, because they're pretty much clones of one another. But I don't feel like it, so I'm gonna make a quick vid on these. Which, this was what I ended up for. Again, I think it was the Sweets 122, I think, is the one who wanted to see him. This is the final product. I'm thinking of changing it again, in all honesty, but this is what I ended up with. I know it's kind of hard to tell from back here. This is like, right here is roughly chest high on this box, so if that makes sense. This is very viewable, which was kind of my point. It has room to grow. The only thing I still haven't done was, I initially was planning on, like, putting the numerics right here, like, so I could quickly see what size is what. And that's why I left all these gaps over here for the actual sockets, down to the swivels, standard, and metrics on this side. And then these I didn't really care about as much, because I don't use them quite as often, like the security Torx and the reverse, the E-Torx, like screwdriver heads and Allen keys and stuff, or the Allen heads. I don't use them quite as often, so I don't mind getting close, like, you know, picking this one up and be like, oh, I'm one off, and getting this one. It's not as imperative to me, so I don't really care that there's not enough room. I still can label them. It would just kind of be too tight, in my opinion. But over here where there's more room, these are the ones that count. So, I don't know, the way I angled it, let me get some of this crap out of the way. Kind of made like a wedge. I put a set, one in the middle, one over here. It's very sturdy. It's ridiculous. And what I was saying earlier in the video is that I was kind of planning on changing it up, because now I got this guy that I did the video on recently. I got the new Harbor Freight box, and I actually want to utilize this drawer. So what I want to do is probably end up taking the legs off it and just using this again and just sliding it right in the drawer. The only thing is I'd have to cut a little bit off of here, like I'd have to come straight like this or so, because it's like an inch or two too big to fit in that drawer. And then I'd have this hutch again. And I don't know if you look back on some of my first videos. I know the channel's pretty new to begin with. It's only a couple months old, but I had just this hutch was just crammed with garbage. It was organized chaos. Like, I knew what was up there, but I'd like to get back to that, because this is like a big, nice storage area, and it kind of sucks that it gets used up for a few sockets, especially now that I have a new open socket drawer. So, this box I'm still moving into. That video, whenever it posted, I'm not sure, but this is officially the 1 week anniversary. So I'm moving into it, but I mean, it's still got half the drawers are empty. So, like down here, I still haven't filled them up. I think the bottom 6 and this top one. So, I'm going to be condensing and everything. Like I said, I'm not sure what I'm doing with all this crap. I still don't like the way this turned out. But I like it a lot better than how I had it in the closing seconds of that last video, because now I got the welder all the way where the garage closes, and I have a ton more bench space. But I got to figure something out with this stuff, and that's the kind of crap I'm going to move in. I'm probably either going to dump one of these or sell it really, really cheap, or give it to a buddy or something, because it's just too much. And once I get that all cleaned up, it should all fit in here nicely. I got this nice little ledge. I set it up with all my power stuff up here for all my chargers and for all the power tools and my radio, and it works real well. I got my auxiliary cord that hangs down. Keep my phone right here so I can listen to some tunes. It's great. This stuff's a lot better. I know when I had those red ones up there, it was all like sky high. This is eye level now, so I can see everything very easily. This is all below eye level, so. But I guess, I mean, we're here to talk about these socket trays. They work really, really well. The only thing is, if you're going to copy off this, I'd stay away from these Harbor Freight ones. I ended up finding out that's where I did get them from. They do sell them at Sears and all those other places, and they may very well be better at Sears. The thing I don't like about them, and why I'd recommend against them, is everything's really, really good. The clips are great. Everything pops in and off, okay? This is what I was going for over those crappy metal ones. This is like, that's not the problem with these. The problem with these is there's no center hole, okay? They have one here and one on the opposite side. So what happens when you have a ton of sockets like this, or the heavier ones, I can show you, like this, and you try to yank one from the middle, the whole thing bows and flexes like that, and I feel like they're going to snap. Crap, that's the other problem with the angle. It seems like, I don't know if you can, if the camera's gonna pick that up, but like, I just feel like that's not gonna last a very long time because of how much bowing happens on these things. I just feel like they're gonna crack. The one thing the metal ones did have over these plastic ones is the third one, so it was like a center point to anchor onto, and you wouldn't get that flex or that bow in these actual rails. So I would go against these. These are the sockets I let the employees use. They're kind of junky ones, but even these are a better solution after I get this crap out of the way. This style stuff, these things, I think they were from Harbor Freight or Lowe's or something. These little things that come like 3 to a pack, like for 1/2 inch, 3/8 and quarter, and they're already numbered. The thing I didn't like about them is when you're missing sockets, they take up a lot of unnecessary room. They do condense and they do organize, but I just feel like they don't, like, there's slots for everything, which is cool. You don't use them all. My favorite stuff is these trays that come with the sockets, right? Like, these are from Snap-on, you know? And so even if they skip a number, which of course these don't, so I can't show you, but you know, if they jump a size, what I'm trying to get at is they'll like skip, like on some of the smaller ones, they'll just go like 20, 21, 24 or something like that, because these aren't as common, you know, something like that. And it'll just jump from 21 to 24, as opposed to those trays, if they don't have them, your thing just looks like this. And it kind of looks stupid. And that was kind of what I'm trying to avoid with this, is when there's a size that's not super, super common and it doesn't come with my kits, you don't have any weird gaps and you maximize space. So that was my theory behind this. Everything's great about it. The only thing I don't like is that missing third hole. I could just drill one through the plastic, but then I'm worried about the maneuverability of these. Like, I don't know, I'd have to like countersink plastic, I guess. I'm not even sure how to do that, which is why I'm just kind of avoiding it at this point. So, I mean, that's it. I hope this is sufficient for you, man. I hope this is kind of what you're looking for. If not, I mean, leave some in the comments. I'll make another video. I don't care. It's Sunday. I'm not doing too much. So, yeah, for everybody else, I hope you guys enjoyed. And like I said, I hope this answered your question, bro. So this is the, for now, the final product. As you can tell, I move my shit around a lot, though, because I'm never quite happy with the flow. You know what I mean? And the thing is, sometimes you don't realize it was poor until you try working with it. And, you know, sometimes I'll make something like this, and then I'll end up reaching for these sockets for a couple weeks. And then you finally do go to use something like this, and a month later, and you're just like, oh, that didn't really work like I had envisioned it. So a couple months later, you end up changing stuff. You know what I mean? So that's just the way it is. It's constantly evolving. Next time I make a video, who knows? These might not even be here anymore. But this rail does work. If anyone wants to kind of copy it or, you know, modify it slightly to fit your needs, it does work, and it served its purpose well. I would just stay away from the plastic's the way to go. Just find better quality ones, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Or drill a third hole in by yourself, I guess, and then they'd be perfect if they just had that third spot to help anchor it down. So, again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.